Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here. Welcome back to X3 Albion Prelude, the Star Wars mod. So you're probably wondering, and I know I've seen the comments from you guys for quite a while now, and I didn't have an answer direct for you on where is the X3 series because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. Now the problem that I've run into with this, and it's a good problem to have, right? But the problem that I've run into with this mod is it's being updated so quickly, there's such substantial updates that like right now, we're at the most recent version. I can still play my save. The problem is I can't use maybe a third of the new things that he's added into the game, because the way it works is you update, you get new ships added to the game. They won't spawn in the game. The AI won't use the ships. They won't come up, I think, the ship lists until you start a new save, and it starts all those scripts over. So we're at point 0.977. I think the last version that when I started this campaign, we were at like 0.7 or something. So it was a long time ago, and he's added a ton of cool stuff. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about this version. We're gonna talk about what I know about the future of the mod a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about the future of the Let's Play and what we're gonna do. So right now, we're at version 9.77. You can actually see right here, he's got it on this, this like poster in the background, which is pretty cool. I dig that. Hopefully he keeps it updated. As of, I think today, as of recording this, he told me that there's an update coming out for this to fix a few bugs. So I think he's gonna end up be going like, what, 9.78 or maybe 9.8, I think. I don't know, it'll be on ModDB. He's gonna be fixing some bugs, that's coming out soon. And he dropped some more information on me, 1.0. So the version that you won't have to worry about, I think 1.0 is the version that you're not gonna have to worry about starting a new save anymore. I believe is gonna be 1.0, and that is right around the corner. He says it's almost done. We're almost to 1.0, and when that happens, I will be starting a proper campaign. So let's go ahead and look at some of the new stuff. Now, one of the things that Mick was telling me about, the developer of this mod, is that he's added in some new starts. We had the Alliance Peacekeeper. That's the start that I used for the first like 8-episode Let's Play that we had started, me flying around in my X-Wing. We've also got the Imperial conscript, which I believe has been fleshed out a bit more, though beware, I don't think you start near the quest story. I think you actually have to fly there. Not a big deal, but just one of those things you have to be aware of. Imperial Commander, I think is a relatively new start. I think you actually start with more ships. Officer of the Imperial Navy, your orders are to use any weapons or means possible to assist in the ongoing war against the Rebel Alliance. We might jump into that. One of the things I want to do today is I want to test out some of the different starts, see where we start, what our faction standing is, and what kind of gear we start with. So when we do decide to do a campaign, I'll be able to pick one of these, and I'm curious what you guys want to try out. So moving on, Alliance Patriot. I think you start off with an old X-Wing or maybe a Z95 in that one. Humble Merchant. This is the one where you start off with the Twilight. I'm pretty sure, unless he's changed it, this one should be you start with a Twilight, and you start off with, I want to say an A-Wing, but I don't remember. The Twilight, if you don't know, is Skywalker's ship from the Clone Wars. It's that old freighter that he basically steals. Bankrupt Bounty Hunter, I think you start off with a variant of Slave 1, the Fire Spray. You're broke, you have no actual standing with anybody. Combat skills are formidable, but your bank account is not. And you have a larger weapon bank, I think, than most of the other starts outside of like the Commander ones where you start off with a small battle group. Clone Wars Veteran. Now, this is the one that interests me. I love the picture he's using here. You are, after Order 66, you abandoned your post as a clone pilot. You were the best of the Star Corps had to offer in your modified Z95 Starfighter. So it says modified. I wonder if this is like an overtuned Z95. This is the one that we're gonna jump into today, and a couple of these other ones, and test it. So you come back to the fight after many years of hiding among the border systems to try and, I don't know what it says. Sadly, in the standard resolution I'm using, you can't actually see it. I love that ship, by the way, right there. That looks really cool. I think that's one of the Corvettes from Galaxies for the Empire. Let's see, Tormented Talati. We've got Unholy Traitor. It looks like another kind of Mandalorian start. Caught stealing parented military secrets. Oh, this is the one where you start behind enemy lines and you have to get out. It's pretty hard difficulty, and I don't know what kind of species Mandalorian. I don't know what kind of ship you start with. I would bet probably like Slave 1 style fire spray. And then there's actually a Mandalorian start, so claim glory for your dwindling or your downtrodden family on the field of battle. I love, because there is Mandalorian ships in this, outside of just like the fire spray. There's like a whole fleet of Mandalorian ships, so you could play this as a mercenary Mandalorian group who does whatever the hell they want. Kind of a cool concept. Anonymous Rebel sees your rare and precious opportunity to earn a name for yourself, stand apart from the millions of fellow Argon citizens. Like, what is that? There's like so many Rebel starts now. There's Alliance Peacekeeper, Alliance Patriot, and if we go down here, we've got Anonymous Rebel, we got Mon Calamari. What the hell does Mon Calamari start with? Nostalgic Rebel. I mean, it shows a B-Wing pilot, but I don't know. I don't know, what do you start with there? Suicide Squid. This is the Dead is Dead Iron Man mode, which I like that it has a Mon Cal. Now, I'd never recommend Suicide Squid just because the game has, it's not super stable. I mean, this mod is fantastic. It's the base game where your ships will you'll run into people, you'll get run over if you're not careful by other ships coming out of Stargates. Unless you're incredibly careful, it's a good chance your game will get deleted when you die. Requires a Steam connection. So let's go ahead and jump into the Clone Wars veteran. What I was thinking was it would be really, really cool to have a Clone Wars era fleet. Like a group of clones somehow hid themselves out in the galaxy or froze themselves or something, and now the Galactic Civil War started up, and you're these old veterans. Or they figured out how to stop the rapid aging, like Rex. Anyways, let's dive in. Space isn't remote at all. It's only an hour's drive away if your car could go straight upwards. I don't believe he's changed the intro, but let's just look. Oh, he has! He's totally changed the intro. In a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. All right, we will look at this later. That's something that we'll do in a full-on campaign, but love the AT-ATs and AT-STs. And some of the art is fantastic. I will put a link in the description for the mod if you've never played this one before. I recommend it. I do have a cheat script installed so we can test out some of the new ships that have been installed into the mod. I was looking over some of the patch notes. The Acclimator got a new skin and a variety of others. All right, and bear with me. I'm going to have to remember some of the controls, and we're going to have to set up the cheat script. I think we're going to have to. So, like, I've got the bounty boost option installed. So what bounty boost is it allows you to make more off kills, and you'll make bounties off your, oh, look at the Z95, off of your allies' kills, which isn't something based in the game. Oh, look at that. Oh, we got turret fighters above us. We got an old Z95 with Republic logos, a Republic paint job. That's so cool. And we get a LAT. Miner. A LAT miner. Is it actually a miner? I mean, look at it. It's got the cargo container strapped to the bottom. I love the arms that are attached to it. And if you look closely at the cargo container, it's actually containers from X3. So it's a bit of a mix. He's using one of the models from that. Oh, I dig that. I dig that a lot. I'm curious, with the miner, can it attach? I assume it can. 325 megajoule shields. Kodia is installed. This is a pop-up. It just finished. A full version of Kodia weapon system libraries or higher has been installed. Kodia is a fleet management software. It's actually a really great mod that is super complex. Allows you to have full-on fleets, and it allows these fleets to operate in a way that you want them to. So if you have like a carrier battle group, you could dispatch them and say, okay, I want you to patrol this system, and I want you to secure it from any like Imperial forces. And you can send it, and it will dispatch its interceptors to engage enemy fighters and bombers. It'll dispatch like its frigates and cruisers to defend it. It'll actually work in a very smart way instead of how the base game works, which is kind of like, all right, here goes the mob, send the mob in. It's neat. It's a really cool idea. All right, what do we got here? This thing's got 3 particle acceleration cannons. What I want to know is, can it equip compatible lasers? All right, so here's something for the mod author. You need to put the mining gear on this. All you've got is the KX-10s and KX-9s particle accelerator and the ray emitter. If it's going to be called the miner, you should totally add the ability to equip the mining gear to it, I would think. Unless maybe minor is just an annotation for freight, right? Like it just moves freight. I didn't really look at how big the cargo bay was on this, but this is a cool start. You get V-19 torrent fighters, you get 2 of them, and you get a lap miner. So in the lap miner, if its cargo bay is fairly large, freight, 3,000 units, that's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. What's its speed? Oh, wow, okay. Wow, that's really bad. All right, so I wouldn't use this as a trader. 100 meters a second speed is not fantastic, but it's cool that you get the ship. I mean, you could sell it. You could use it as a trader. It's really slow. Is that an old Clone Wars wreck over there? Let's order our V-19's navigation. I want you to follow me.
Command accepted.
And we're gonna go look at that wreck real quick. Navigation. I know I was like, let's test all the things, and now I'm like, let's go explore. Oh, the V-Wings look so good in motion. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. What's the cockpit look like? All right, it's one of the more standard cockpits. All right, B-19s, follow me and let's go. Oh, how's our engine? Our engines look. Oh, he did a great job. That's so good. Weapon test. The Headhunter is the predecessor to the X-Wing. And it looks really great. They were mass produced, so they're like all over the universe. And I just kind of love this start. This is a really neat idea. What was our... That's auto aim, which is fine, but we want manual fire control, and we want it to fire forward. I'm trying to remember what all my controls are. No. Is it Control B? No. Oh, look at this old wreck. What ship is this? It looks super familiar. I want to say it was one of like Grievous's ships. Totally wrecked. Kind of a neat idea. Start at what used to be the site of like an old battlefield for the Clone Wars. Now, where do they actually put us? They put us in Void of Opportunity with like 0 sensor data. You have no idea where you're at. One of the other options for starting a Let's Play as well could be, well, you guys formed up with me? Could be starting up with the Rebels again and just spawning in the stuff that I had so I can just continue that other Let's Play. Which I really want to hear from you guys on what you think we should do once 1.0 comes out, because that's what we're going to be waiting for. All right. We're going to look at some... Actually, I wanted to try out some of the other starts. So that's the Clone Wars start. You get a Z95. You get a couple of Torrent fighters, which
Vanguard.
Are pretty cool. I'd love to have wings of these coming out of a Venator, which is something we can actually check out, because I believe he's fixed the Venator. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up our controls. We're going to spawn in a Venator, and we're going to see if he's fixed the FPS issue, because originally, one of the reasons why I never really wanted to buy a Venator was because as soon as you saw one, your FPS just went to crap, and he wasn't sure why that was happening. And now, here it is, cheat menu. Let's add a control as a test. Oh, I just set that to my mute button on Discord. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're not going to work, are you? No, you're not going to work. I need to change it to something else. Or I didn't hit apply. So, let's scroll back down. Cheat menu, open, add control. There we go. Use that button. Save. There we go. Now we can spawn a ship. So, create ship. We are going to create... Scroll. Let's go to filter type. This would probably be an M1 or M2 because the Venator's huge. I would say an M1 personally, because a Venator's real strength would be its carrier capability. And there it is, Venator class Star Destroyer. There are 2 on the list, so oops, what did I just do that for? Filter type, an M1, then we go back to select ship, and we go down to the Venator class Star Destroyer. And we will spawn this in on top of the Pirate Z95. I guess I'm considered a pirate. Alliance, I guess? Yeah, go ahead and default. Where is it?
Argon.
A little bit of a quick lag.
available.
We don't have control of him yet. We're gonna have to grab a, there you are, select as a target.
Argon.
Let's go ahead and, whoops, wrong button. Grab control of him. So we have him as a target. We need to take ownership.
Ship computer control transferred.
Now where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's so much better too. Yep, he has fixed it. Oh, it's even got the Republic logos on the top. That might be why there's 2 Venators in the list. I bet the other one, and hell, we can look real quick. Let's spawn a ship. Create ship, filter type, M1. Let's go back and let's spawn the other one. It might be because they have different paint jobs. This one, I bet you, is a Imperial paint job. It doesn't really matter who controls it. Let's spawn it in. Venator class that we don't own. This one, select as target. See if there is a difference in the paint scheme. Yep, this one has the Rebel logo on it. So not only has he changed the, oh, that's so good. Wow, look at it. I like the bay. I want to see if the bays work. So let's go ahead and try to dock up. Venator class. We're gonna auto dock at the Republic one.
Autopilot activated.
Autopilot activated. Put it in like cinematic mode. And we'll go ahead and dock up. Here we go. And one of the things that I'm thinking about doing when we do a proper Let's Play when 1.0 comes out is I can actually get in here and I can rename everything in the game, including my character. So for the Venator class Star Destroyer, what we could do is we could do something very similar to Stellaris, is what I'm thinking. And we could do like Captain. Let's see who's gonna run this. I know. We'll make Aaron Abley, Captain Aaron Abley of the Venator class Star Destroyer of the Republic. There you are, sir. Congratulations on your promotion to captain. It's one of the fans of this series. And let's go ahead. Let's see here. I want to see it dock. So we're gonna go ahead and dock with Captain Abley's Venator, which we're coming into port right now. We've already gotten clearance from him to come in, and it's actually lining up with the docking bays. Ah, I love it. He looks like he's done a little work to the model too, because like I said before, the FPS dropped like a rock when I tested this earlier, and now it feels way better. It's still a little bit slower as we get closer, but it's not the game-breakingly slow as it was before. I don't know what was going on there, but we are coming into the port. Now imagine having like 2 squadrons, I don't know how many it can hold, but like 2 squadrons of Z95s in this thing for a proper fight, right? And then having every fighter and every ship named after somebody in the community. I think that would be a lot of fun. Let's see the bridge. Okay, it's got like a very Star Destroyer-esque bridge. Now that we're in command. Captain Aaron Abley. So the way that we would name these is like, it'd say Captain Aaron Abley, but that doesn't tell us what it is on this list, so I'd have to probably do it like, let's see how much what the character limit is. We're gonna do some testing today. That's what today's episode's all about, of a Venator class. Or we could even do Venator class, and then we do like the name of the class, like the Reliant. How does that come up? So I can have, yeah, Captain Abley, Venator class. Now I know exactly what it is on the list, and then I can get the name of the ship. Kind of cool. Check it out now that I'm on the bridge. Does she have weapons installed? It does look like those are turrets. Now the one thing is a little weird with the cheat script is that it doesn't always attach the proper weapons to these. Let's see what it does when I fire these. Oh, right, gotta use that. Are these KX-10s? They are KX-10s. Little strange, but okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll go into it. Are you docking? Oh, I think the V-wings are docking. They because they're following me. I docked. They're coming in. Sweet. Come on, bring it on in. It'd be really cool if you could animate the doors on the top and actually use those, you know, having like lats and stuff. Can the lat dock? I mean, it should be able to, but is it set up dock at while our V-wings are coming in? Let's go ahead and give you orders to dock up. And let's look at the stats on this thing real quick. I am curious. What just exploded? Oh, we're under fire. Or we're firing.
You are talking?
Let's pull up our command menu and let's give all turrets protect ship. All turrets open fire. What are we engaging? I haven't checked. There's a couple of laser turrets out there. I'm gonna give this ship orders to attack. That's what I'm gonna do. Combat. Attack all enemies.
Pilot activated.
You have your orders. Engage. Let's just see what it does. KX-10s on this thing. Not really capital ship weapons. What are those little flashes, I wonder? Like there's little tiny glittery flashes all over the hull of the back of the ship. That's kind of strange to me, but it looks good. It looks good. And I love the fact... Oh, that's not my ship. That's... The Venator's under attack. It's being shot. Those are impacts. I wonder what's shooting it. It might be the stations. Or it might be the laser turrets. That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. How good is this, though? Look at that. Oh, man. She's not very fast. Oh. Well, what's her max speed? You know, bullshit, she's not fast. For the size of this vessel, she does 60 meters a second, and her acceleration's pretty good. For a cruiser, for a massive ship like this, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I can dig that. Now, he said in the... We're going to test out another ship. He said, once again, wrong button. He said that he redid in the patch notes the acclimator ship. Now, is there only one acclimator in this? TL. TL is the space station transport ship. Did you really... Oh, crap. What did I just do? I didn't click Alliance.
Boron.
Oh, I made it Boron.
Available.
I just want to see the what it looks like. Yep, it's the station carrier. So you use, and I kind of like that actually, the acclimator to move around space stations. When you're building your economy up, where is she? There she is. Oh, I can dig that. That looks much better. Much more in line. I like the gray hulls better than like the reflective hull that they had for something like, say, the Sentinel. The Sentinel's really reflective compared to the Lambda. I can dig that, though. You can see the docking ports right here. So that's probably where your ships go. You can use these guys, because it's a TL class, to deploy space stations. So only TLs can carry a space station. So these have the largest cargo bays, which makes sense because this is a troop transport. That's what it was good for. I dig that. So if you own one of these, you can deploy your own stations. Or you have to find one of these TL class ships, and there's a variety of them. And hire them. You can actually hire their captains to move around space stations for you. Let's see what other TLs he's got. So create ship. He's added so many ships. TL. I want to see what he's made of TL ships. So troop training ship hauler now. Starliner. A few of the ships that are base game ships. Bulk cruisers make sense. Mobile pirate base hauler. Huh. Atmospheric lifter. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like the TL acclimator is really the only one. And then I assume that the Rebels and the Empire both use the Neutron Star class bulk cruisers. I don't mean the bulk cruisers. I mean Imperial Star Destroyers. All right, let's see. I want to test out some other ships. Now, he's added the Jedi Starfighter. He added that a while ago, but I haven't seen it. So let's look at some of like, what do you got? M1s are carriers. M2s are like destroyers. Destroyers and dreadnoughts. So you're talking like MC-80s. What's the MC-75? SSD, the Subjugator class heavy cruiser. There's also the Mandalorian ones. Let me see real quick. Is that... Magnificent Starfighter. I gotta see it. I think we've seen this before. We actually saw this in the campaign. I'm gonna spawn this in as an enemy race. Fully equipped. Let's see what happens. Is he gonna just wreck us? Oh, there it is above us. Oh, that model looks great. And he's starting to take fire. Probably from, yeah, the other Venator, which has some weird weapons equipped. Like I said, when you're spawning in stuff using the cheat script, it auto attaches random weapons, and they're really random, and they're not always capital ship class weapons, so. But look at the turrets! Look at the firepower that thing is putting down. Let's come about. Let's get into firing range. That thing is starting to lose health. I don't know how the other Venator is doing. It is in a really bad position because all of the turrets on this thing seem to be pointing straight down, whereas the Venator is out on its side, so only half of its weapons are able to fire back, and it looks like it's rotating to an even weaker portion, which is going to be its rear. That's not smart. You need to come about and bring your main guns online. We, on the other hand, are going to go straight down the bow and have all of our turrets ready to fire. I think the KX-10's minimum range is 4 kilometers because they're actually like heavy blasters for fighters. Yeah, that Venator's gonna die. Poor maneuvering on its part. And I am almost unable to catch up. That's not good. That is not good. Why don't we... Oh, we're gonna use this cheat script. Set target object to player. All right, so I should be targeting myself now. Let's actually see if we can target anything but you.
Argon.
There we go. All right, now set as player. Now we're gonna add some equipment. We're gonna add some proper weapons to this thing and see what weapons he's added, because he's done a lot of balancing too for all the ships, and I think he's added some new weapons. So let's see if he has. Let's see, ship commands on Captain Aaron Abley's Venator class. Let's change his add wares and equipment. That's the one, I think. And let's add install lasers. Here we go. Capital ship, anti-fighter. Here we go. The KXHs are the ones we want.
Photon pulse cannon installed.
And we'll do it again for the, I think it's the right side weapons.
Photon pulse cannon installed.
So many wares. Turret 3, turret 4. Of course, if I was commanding this, I'd have a much better idea of like which one is which.
Photon pulse cannon.
No luck firing. Check and make sure our weapons protect ship. They are set. Additional commands. What other additional commands do I have? Mosquito defense systems currently installed. Nice. He's still pulling away from me at 10 kilometers, so we may have to... Actually, the best thing that we could probably do is find out what our maximum range is.
A deadly weapon.
A deadly
found on
weapon.
frigates,
Our
destroyers,
maximum
and
range
carriers,
is
invented
16.5
by-
kilometers. He's in well within range. Why don't we open fire? Actually, why don't we give the order for our ship to fire? Instead of protect ship, attack all enemies. All turrets, open fire. Let's see if they actually engage. There they go. The forward cannons are opening up. They're returning fire. I noticed that our main cannons are not firing. What the hell are you shooting at?
Ships will hunt you down like vermin.
We're starting to take shield damage. I don't know why our main... God, we're in a bad position. Fire! Fire all cannons! I'm using my joystick at the same time as my... Oh, look at the rounds he's putting down. Yeah, but my rounds, when they do hit, I can charge these too. Are doing way more damage. Eat it! I don't know why they're not firing on their own, though. Because they're well within their range.
Firing range.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna order our ship, combat, attack all enemies.
Autopilot
So the ship should be on autopilot now. Let's also launch all fighters. Combat, protect
Command
me.
accepted.
Combat,
Command
protect me.
accepted.
Let's come about.
Autopilot off.
Let's get those weapons in range. I mean, I'm a little surprised. Ooh, we should not come about while we're launching fighters. Probably a poor life choice. Did they come out of the bottom? I think they did. Cool. And we just launched a missile, or at least our fighter did. Didn't realize they were even armed with missiles. We're coming to boot. See, once again, our turrets aren't firing, so let's do some more testing. Attack my target. All turrets, open fire. Now, there we go. So some of our cannons are firing. And they are doing a lot of damage because they're proper at 5 kilometers out too. It's just the front ones. I wonder if I didn't replace the top turrets. Because it's hard to tell like which cannons you're looking at.
Attention. One of your ships is
No,
under
it looks like I
attack.
did. Oh, the one side that's actually aiming toward me. Oh no! RV-19s!
Vanguard.
Because that ship is just set up with anti-fighter weapons. We're gonna kill him. We're coming about. So my right-hand side looks like it has the proper weapons. Our left-hand side does not.
Argon.
Full powered engines. Are you in firing range now? Turn the cannons, turn the cannons, turn the cannons. Still not sure why they're not. He's returning fire. All right, let's open fire. I've got to aim with my mouse and fire with my control setup right now and fire with my joystick. It's very strange. Are we in range? Should be in range. Oh yeah, we're in range. I wonder if the AI doesn't know how to use weapons that are this far out. Because the base game has weapons that aren't that long of range, yet he's modded these. That Venator's about to die. Our forward cannons are firing again. They don't seem to open up until we get within like 4 kilometers. There, the side cannons are opening up. Yeah, so they're all holding fire until they get about 4 kilometers out. I'm not quite sure why that is. So I will let the developer know about that. Today I'll send him a message and be like, hey, the weapon range on these is like 10 out or 12 out, yet they're not firing until we get within 4 or 5. Which is a little weird, because they should have these really long-range engagements. Looks good, though. Enemies returning fire with all of its, like, flak cannons. Not gonna matter, though, because we've got the heavy guns. Now, let's watch this thing go up in smoke for the Republic, and then we'll check out what the Venator has in the way of a hangar bay, and then we'll check out some of the other starts. Oh, there she goes! A few more rounds. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba. She's going up!
Ship debris.
Ship debris. Oh, it auto-targeted something. There is no ship debris in this when you kill stuff. I mean, there is, like, spawned out in the world, and I like that he's adding a little bit more like of a Star Wars history to the universe by having these wrecks out there. But when you blow up ships, there isn't really debris. I kind of wish there was. I know there was a mod back in the day that when a ship died, it would leave a wreckage behind, and you could salvage that wreckage or loot that wreckage, which I always thought was neat. And then you'd have like a random chance to get an item that would allow you to super tune your ship. So there was a little bit more in like a loot mechanic there, but all right, cool. I dig the Venator class. I love the new model. I love that he's fixed whatever issue it was that was lagging it out. Let's go ahead. Is there anything else that I wanted to spawn in here while I have the cheat script already set up and enabled? There are so many ships in this. He's even got, I mean, because one of the questions that I have is like, can I Vanguard military transport landing craft super freighter? Like, what are you? There's so much stuff I don't even recognize. Can I flesh out a Clone Wars faction? Will I have enough ships to do that, or will I have to supplement
Super
like
freighter
rebel ships
available.
if I wanted to play it this way? What even are you? Oh, you're a droid transport.
Super freighter.
Oh, that's so cool. And you can see its cannons on the top. Oh, that's really cool. I was using these in yesterday's stream, actually. All right. It's gonna be such a random video today. Let's spawn in. Filter type. So 3, 4s, and 5s are fighters. M1s and M2s, and then you get into like the transports. TM class is the small carrier class. See if he's added any of these in here. Doesn't look like it, except for the VCX 100 light freighter. I have no idea what that is. We're spawning that.
Argon. Available. Argon.
It's the Ghost. And it's currently under attack. It's actually... What are you getting shot by? Oh, those laser turrets are shooting at you. Which is weird that you don't seem to have like a round effect. So there's another little bug that we found. It looks like laser turrets no longer have a traveling round effect. The Ghost is probably sadly taking a bunch of damage. If you don't know, the Ghost is the ship from Star Wars Rebels. It is very much in the... It's a small freighter, is what it is. Has the ability to change its identification on sensors. It can mimic other ships. That's why they call it the Ghost. All right. Very cool.
Minor.
Let's try out one of the other starts. I want to see what the other ones, especially the Imperial Commander one. So, quit game. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Because part of me, there is a part, I will not deny it, that wants to play Empire, that wants to have squadron after squadron of TIE Fighter at my command. Let's go to new game. We're going to take the command, you'll do Imperial Commander and see what kind of battle group you start with. I wonder if the intro is different for each start. I've also never done the Terran storyline, and this would be an opportunity to do that storyline. As long as the TIE Fighters are cheap and I can mass produce them, like the tier 1, I want hundreds of them, come like pouring out of a Star Destroyer. Oh, that would be so good.
Incoming message.
That would be the thing that I'd do. Like, all right, people in the chat, you know, you could put in your pilot like we're doing with Stellaris right now, your fighter pilot, and that would be like the free tier, and then every other class would be a thank you to like patrons or something. That way, I've always got just viewers in the game as ace pilots getting just absolutely wrecked. All right, log payout's fine, and high payout. So what do they start you in? They start you in, oh, check it out. This is, I believe, the Corvette that they show in the Battlefront trailer. That is cool. It's big-ass engine on the back. It's like mostly engine. I wonder how fast she is. Let's go ahead and kick on the engines and see. And we'll hit tab. She does have a booster, so she can get immediate... Oh, look out, TIE Fighter! 182. That's not bad. I wonder what her weapons are. Nothing forward that I have equipped, though it could be. Could have weapons equipped. Cody is installed. Excellent. What else do we have? A couple of side cannons she starts with. Nice. These are the, what, LXs or something? Oh, these are just electromagnetic pulse cannons. What do you got? More electromagnetic pulse cannons. 4 on this side, 4 on this side. So she's got some guns on her. It looks like an anti-fighter Corvette, basically. It's got a lot of fast-firing light weapons. There's an acclimator down there. What else did we start with, though? It seems like... Oh, and a squadron of TIE Fighters. Select target. Let's take a look at it. Of course, the TIE Fighters look fantastic. Am I in a sector with a starbase? Tell me I am. I am. Let's... Give me info. Oh, you're not going to give me prices. Fine. We're going to dock up real quick. I want to see what TIE Fighters cost. Auto dock. Bring us a boot. We'll go ahead and turn on SATA drive so we can speed this up so we can actually get docked. I want to see if... How early can I start spamming TIE Fighters? Now, do I expect that to be effective? I mean, I guess in numbers, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad.
This is Terran Command. Our ships in Circle of Labor are under attack. Find out what's happening.
All right, so there's a bit of a story already started. Is there a journal? Where is the journal at? I want to see, like, how do I start the main story? He says Circle of Labor. And we're in Bastion right now. Crap. So I have no idea where I would be. I'd have to, like, send out my ties to go explore and expand my... I wish you could bribe or buy information from NPCs about the map. I think that would just make sense, especially as, like, an Imperial commander. You'd think I would have a little idea of, like, what's on the other side of this Stargate. Let's go ahead and dock up. The problem with doing a Let's Play of this game is how long it is. We'd have to break it up into chapters. That's the Odin right there, I think.
ATF Rapid
Yep.
response. Odin.
That's the Odin. So this is a vanilla game ship, and it's probably the coolest looking ship in the vanilla game, I think. This thing was designed to kill the version of the Borg they have gotten this. I forgot what it's called. Are we docking still? Did I screw it up? Yeah, we're docking. We're just lining up with the lights to come on in. So I don't know. I mean, we could do the Clone Wars idea. We could do. We could go back to being rebels. I did love the idea of building up a rebel cell and having like using some of the old Clone War tech. I mean, I'd probably join in with the rebels anyways, even as the clones. So, and there's no real limit to what we can do.
And a privilege to welcome you aboard this ATF.
I guess the fun could be if we do it like Stellaris, where I start naming ships as out of like as a thank you to the people who are supporting the channel over on Patreon. I'll let them choose their own ships, and that would build out what our fleet is. So if, say, I really needed some superiority fighters, I could check the list and be like, okay, well, we've got 10 people that want to be X-Wing pilots, so now we have an X-Wing squadron. That might be a way of doing it, and not just keeping to one particular faction outside of like rebels. You know, I can't have a mix of Imperial ships and Rebel ships. I can't do it. That would drive me crazy. I don't know. To give that some thought. All right, TIE Fighter. We want the just standard, not the advanced, the standard TIE Fighter. TIE Bomber, TIE Interceptors. Actually, if that's the cost of the TIE Interceptor, that's already cheaper. Bear in mind, the X-Wing is like 4 million credits, right? TIE Interceptor, 1 million. TIE Advanced, 2 million. I mean, the X-Wing is fantastic. It is probably one of the best fighters in the game because of its ability to close its wings and go even faster. But if you could buy squadrons of these, there you go. Starfighter. Oh, so an outfitted Starfighter with upgrades, 500,000 credits. If I say screw the upgrades, 172. Wow. That's not much at all. I mean, a proper combat mission would pay for like 5 of these things. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I thought he changed this. Tidarium. I thought you're gonna take that. The mod author was gonna take that off of there because they're not all Tidarium. That's the name of one shuttle, not all Lambda class shuttles. Just find that weird. Find it weird. Overall, though, God, look at the list of Imperial ships. He's actually changed the quasars too. I saw this in the patch notes, and we're gonna spawn those in. I want to see it. He's changed them so there's a Rebel and Imperial version of it with the paint jobs to let you know which one is which. We'll spawn one in right now as I push the wrong buttons. We need to set up the controls one more time. Controls. What would that be? Interface? That'd be interface. Yeah, there it is. Cheat menu, add controls. I recommend, even if you're not going to use the cheat menu to like test stuff, I recommend you have it installed. You have to use a launcher though, so there's a little bit of a complex way of installing this. You have to have the mod launcher, but if you use the cheat menu, the nice thing about it is you can turn on the ability to save anywhere without having to have salvage insurance. Until 1.0 comes out, I recommend doing that because 1.0 should be fairly stable. Because if you get a crash, right? If the game crashes because of the mod or just because it's X, at least you'll be able to save anywhere. I never really liked the salvage insurance idea. This is a very hardcore game though, so when you're getting into it, bear that in mind. Create ship. Let's check out the carrier, the Quasars. There should be 2 different versions of them, Imperial and Rebel. Hawk, Light Freighter. I'm assuming that's from the Old Republic. Cool. The Lucifer Hulk battleship. Legacy class Star Destroyers. We've seen those floating about. So many ships in this. The new class attack shuttle. That's the Republic shuttle. He's got those in there. Nice. That's really cool. All right. PQ. That's right. That's how I found it. Don't judge me. Yes, there are 2 of them. I don't know what kind of ship you are considered. It'd be a lot easier to find you. Let's spawn one up on top of me. Probably not make it. Let's just make it... Let's make it Imperial, so it doesn't get blown up, even if it is a Rebel skin. It was captured. And we should be able to just see it now. Quasar. There you are.
ATF.
There she is. Oh, wait. What's with the hull? Looks weird. I'm guessing this is the Imperial one. The hangars look great. All right, so there's the one Quasar. And then he should have another. Create ship. R. B, Q, R. The A-wings. I think he's reskinned the Y-wing as well. Because there's two different versions of it now, so they actually look different. And I think he's redone the cockpits for them since last time I have played with the new stuff. So there's Bulk Cruiser. I personally really like the Quasar. Let's make you a... this one, we'll just make Terran. That way it has a different name. Should be like Terran Quasar. Terran. There she is.
Terran.
Oh yeah, there's the Rebel one. It actually looks very different. Like, that's a different skin in that's a different model. Oh, that's weird. This model is so much better than the other one. I don't know, maybe it's just the top texture on it is a lot better. Because the other one looks kind of goofy. This one looks great. This is the one that I would want. I like that it has what looks like scorch marks on the top. Like, this thing has been beat to hell. It's old. Because they are supposed to be freighters, like trade freighters that have been retrofitted to be carriers. At least that was the old lore. In the new one, they're Imperial freighter slash carrier ships. They had like TIE bombers all lined up on the inside. You can actually see like the refueling stations inside there and some of the cargo containers. Kind of neat. I actually built one of these in Space Engineers a while back. Very nice. With you can see the Star Destroyers in the background. There's the other Quasar up there with its 5 engines versus this thing's like 20. So they are different models. I dig that. But all right, guys, now you know what's going on with the X3 series, okay? 1.0 comes out. I will start a Let's Play. I will start planning it now, how we're going to do it. Once I talk to the dev, and he's like, yeah, there's not going to be another update where you have to restart the game in a while. That's when I'm going to actually start a proper Let's Play. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, what faction should we play as in the Let's Play? Or should we continue the last one? And I'll just get myself run up to the point that I was at in the story, which is going to take a little while. And then we can just jump in from there as the Rebel Alliance, building up our Rebel Cell, and continue from there. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. See you guys in the next one. Later, everybody.